There's really nothing I can do about that.
What's essay question?
It'll just give your
Like a word
Give us
problem.
an essay question.
it's like a word problem basically. I mean it's just like a word problem. It just like there's just a big box for you to type your answer in. Now some people take the time to actually type like what they did in the box. Like they type out all their steps and everything. You know, they'll type like I started with this equation and then I plugged in x equals whatever. And that's actually better for me, or it was better for you and for me because if you get the wrong answer then I can actually give you some points if you explain to me what you're doing or if you kind of give me the process a little bit. Some people just choose to type the answer, which is fine if your answer's right, but if your answer's wrong then you're not going to get any points for that. So just take take your time with those open response questions.
So it's like doing a test and just showing the work.
Yeah. So today what I plan to do is oh, and the other thing I wanna say on the final is you can use your books, you can use your notes. The only thing I ask is that you do the test by yourself. Okay? So I just ask you guys to please be honest and do not, don't sit and take the test with somebody else. Don't have anyone helping you.
I wish I knew someone that could help me all along.
And hopefully Bobby, the tutor, hopefully he knows that I don't or that I don't allow that. So hopefully he won't help you with quizzes or tests. Yeah, because he's been in my class a bunch of times, so he knows that I don't like that. So yeah, you guys are on your own there. But what I wanted to do today is to go over the practice final test. But before we do that, are there any questions we need help with on assignment 15 or 14?
Yeah, I got that one. 17, I'm assignment 14.
Okay. Alright, let's look at 17. Okay, this is one that you're going to have to use your log rules to combine log of that. Okay? So I've got log base 2 of x equals log base 2 of 3 plus 3. Now what I would do here is I would move this log base 2 of 3 to the left so that I have all my logs on the left hand side.
Then since they're subtracted, you need to divide them.
Okay, so I get log base 2 of x minus log base 2 of 3 equals this positive 3 but still be on the right hand side. Okay, then I want to combine those two logarithms, and since they are subtracted, we want to use the subtraction rule. So instead of log base 2 of x minus log base 2 of 3, I would just have log base 2 of x divided by 3. Okay, now what do I want to do from there? Good question.
Would you do log of 2 over log of 3? No. We've got to get rid of the log.
How do we get rid of the log?
ln. E or ln, no?
Both sides, what with both sides?
The power.
Make them powers. Make them powers. Exponentiate them. So make both sides exponent. What power, or what would be the base?
2.
So I would do 2 raised to a power of log base 2 of x over 3 equals 2 raised to the power of 3. So I'm okay, my left side is the exponent on the left side, my right side is the exponent on the right side. Now why do we want to do that? Because what cancels? 2 raised to a power and log base 2 cancel. So on the left side that just leaves me with x over 3 equals, what's 2 to the third power? 8.
Oh, I know what this is.
Okay? So if x over 3 equals 8, what would x have to be?
8.
Okay, what? 8 times 3, which is 24. That's my answer.
Can you do, the second half of 20? I
Yeah.
can't figure out how. 14.
Is that okay with everybody okay with 17 there? Alright, second half of 20, okay, so my equation is gonna be the first one. I get that by taking the ln of both sides. Okay, so before I take the ln of both sides, I need to divide by 29,000. Gives me s over 29,000 equals e to the minus 0.071 x. And then I need to do the ln of both sides. Okay, and then ln something to a power, so I can bring my power down in front. And then ln of e is equal to 1, so I can get rid of that. So I would have ln of s over 29,000 equals minus 0.071x. That is choice A. Okay, so what is part B? This is Londervik function to find the number of weeks after the end of the campaign before weekly sales fell to 14,230. So what I want to do there
Is set s equal to 14,
yeah, I want to plug that in for s. Why this thing is being so uncooperative. I have ln of 14,230 divided by 29,000. That's equal to minus 0.071x. Okay, now actually to solve for x there, I'm going to have to divide by minus 0.071. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to do the ln of that 14,320, the 230 divided by 29,000. Calculate that, and then divide by minus 0.071.
And do the division in the parentheses first?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I think I'm getting lost at, is I don't know when to apply the ln. Do I do inside
You
the
want to type it
parentheses?
exactly like it looks.
Exactly like it.
Exactly like it looks with the parentheses in the exact same place.
So
So I'm
you
going
would,
to do ln.
you could break it up, but you also can do it in the one entire thing.
No, don't break it up. Just leave it exactly like it is.
It's 230.
Yeah.
14,230.
Yeah, I'm getting that backwards. ln of 14,230 divided by 29,000, and no, continue, just a parentheses. Okay? So hit enter on that.
Okay, see, I didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
didn't
which
get that in
one?
my calculator. I just don't know how I'm not getting it.
Have you got the same number?
Yeah, I got the same exact number.
ln parentheses 14,230 divided by 29,000 close parentheses.
You have to close parentheses.
Okay, I got it.
And then divide by minus 0.071. Okay, so that gives me 10.03.
Round up to the nearest integer.
You should have a positive number because you get a negative answer for your ln, and then you divide it by negative, which should make it positive. Okay, so that, it says round up to the nearest week, so when it says round up, you round up no matter what, so I need to round that up to 11, even though it's really close to 10. Okay, because it says round up, so that means round up no matter what. Anybody else on assignment 14?
Can I ask you to go on to assignment 15 real quick?
Hold on, there's one thing I wanted to show you guys on assignment 14 and number 22. There is a mistake in the example. Down at where it says 2 parts, when you get to where it says 2 parts remaining, there's a mistake. Well, really, you guys, if you guys are not following the example, if you're following what we did in class, you would just do, from here, you would just do log base 10 of both sides. So do log of the big number equals log of 1.111 to the x power. That would be better to do anyway. Okay. But what they have here is they have log of this number over this number. There should be 2 logs here. It should be log A over log B. So they should have log of 58 million or 58,000 divided by log of 1.11. They just have 1 log there. There should be 2. There should be 1 on the top and the bottom.
I figured that out.
Yeah.
But it took me a long time to do it.
Now I would rather you guys, go back and look at what we did in class for those type of problems and not be, so beholden to the example and not doing that the same way that we did. But yeah, that is a typo on their part. Alright, any other questions on assignment 14?
We look at 27.
Sure. Okay, substances injected into the bloodstream.
This one?
Percentage of the maximum dosage.
It says no. There you go.
It says no.
This one looks really difficult if you follow it out
Yeah, that's what makes it.
from left to right, then it comes out right.
No, say what?
This one looks really complicated, but if you follow it out from left to right without adding, distributing, or anything like that, it comes out right. So your first step, you would want to divide by 100.
So present at time t is 76%. So I'm going to put in 76 for y. Okay, now I'm going to put in 76 for y there, and then I want to try to solve for t. Okay, so the first thing I need to do there is divide by 100, and that is just effectively going to change my percent to a decimal. So I get 0.76 equals 1 minus e minus 0.36 times 13 minus t. Okay, now I want to try to get that e by itself before I do the ln of both sides to get rid of e. So what I need to do is I need to subtract 1 from both sides. I get 0.76 minus 1 would be minus 0.24 equals minus E.
Can you subtract that to flip out the parentheses?
I don't know what you mean.
Order operations first.
0.76 minus 1 is negative 0.24.
Oh,
So I've got to subtract that 1 that's in front of the E. And then I've got negative 0.24 equals negative E. So if I divide both sides by negative 1 or multiply by negative 1, whichever way you want to think about it, if both sides are negative, then I can flip that to both sides being positive. So I get positive 0.24 equals positive E to the minus 0.36 times 13 minus T. You guys with me? Okay. Now I've got the E by itself, and I want to take the ln of both sides to get that power down in front. Okay, so I take the ln of both sides. I have ln of 0.24 equals the ln of E to the minus 0.36 times 13 minus T. Okay, then your power will come down in front, become a coefficient, and ln of E equals 1. So I can ignore that. So I have ln of 0.24 is equal to minus 0.36 times 13 minus T. Okay, now I still need to work to get T by itself here. So what do I want to do first to get T by itself? Divide both sides by negative 0.36. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working in our calculators here. I'm going to do this in steps. So I'm going to do ln of 0.24. Okay, close parentheses on that, and then divide by negative 0.36. Okay, what would be the next step I would need to do to try to solve for T?
Get rid of the 13. Subtract it.
Subtract 13. So then I need to subtract 13. Okay, so go ahead and take your previous answer and subtract 13 from it. Gives you a negative number. And that is equal to negative T. So what's my last step? Okay, divide by negative 1. Or you say, well, if I've got negative 9 is equal to negative T, then positive 9 would be equal to positive T. So you can just drop the negative as your last step. Okay, so if I've got a negative 9 point whatever equals negative T, and positive 9 point whatever would equal positive T.
when I try to take the ln of my answer, what's the error?
It has to be a positive number. It can't be a negative.
You're not getting the, you need to do ln of 0.24, hit enter, and then divide by negative 0.36. And again, that calculator is the source of all the problems.
After class, we'll burn it at the stake. 0.03.
0.3, I'd round down to 9 hours. That was 27 days. Alright, anybody else on assignment 14? Alright, what about assignment 15? Number 9. Number 9.
The elimination,
Right.
but I'm having trouble with the fractions.
Okay, this is the one that has fraction answers? Okay, so let's,
I'll show you how to
let's
do
look
it.
at number 9. The first thing I wanna do here is say, well, this isn't lined up correctly. So, in the first equation, I wanna add 10y to both sides. To move over that minus 10y. Okay, so I'm gonna move that over. So my first equation would become 5x plus 10y equals 15. Second equation is 8x plus 2y equals 6. Okay, now what would I wanna do for elimination here? There's a few different things I could do. Okay, I could turn 5 and 8 into 40 and negative 40. That would make me have to multiply both equations by something. Or I could turn 2y into negative 10y, and then I'd only have to multiply the second equation. So let's do that, because that would be the easiest thing to do. I'm gonna multiply my second equation by negative 5. Remember, you've gotta have opposite signs, so 10y and 10y don't cancel, it has to be negative 10y. Alright, so my first equation stays the same. My second equation, if I multiply by negative 5, I would get negative 40x minus 10y equals negative 30. Okay, so 5 minus 40 is negative 35x equals 15 minus 30 is negative 15. Okay, then to solve for x, I want to divide both sides by negative 35. Okay, so I get x equals negative 15 over negative 35. What does that reduce to? Okay, I can divide the top and the bottom by 5. Actually, negative 5.
That would help.
So the negatives will just cancel, right?
Mhm.
Don't worry about that. Negatives will cancel, negative over negative is positive, so divide both by 5, I get 3 over 7. Now what do we do if we're having trouble reducing our fractions?
Go ahead and put it into a calculator.
Divide it. And then change it back to a fraction. And when it changes back to a fraction, it'll automatically put it in Lewis terms. Okay, so if you're just having a brain fart or a bad fraction day, just use the calculator, it's okay.
Mhm.
Push the button a little bit. Yeah, thank you.
This time I got a whole number.
Some of them may spit out a whole number.
Okay.
You can keep trying it until you get a whole number. But there's no guarantee on a quiz you're gonna get a whole number, so let's work through one with fractions to make sure we can do it. Why?